What's going on, everybody? Soliaker here. And this video comes from John Felix and Cammed Up Caveman. I will leave the link in the description below. Go check out their channel, give them a sub, and let's get into this video.
That's Jerry, right?
Yes.
Is that your employee? Okay. You know that lady?
I do.
Who is she?
She's the office manager of my place.
And you hear her saying as long as they're back away from the counter, they can record in here, right? I'm sorry?
The big one.
August. Last year.
Okay.
Is this lady your employee?
Yes.
So you're not in charge of her?
Yes.
But he is your employee?
Yes.
And you see they're both agreeing to that? You see Jerry nodding, right? Okay.
Okay, that is the only.
Excuse me?
He nods to people only here. I'm not to you now, but it doesn't mean I agree with you.
So you don't agree with me that that's Jerry?
That's Jerry, but
Okay.
I'm not saying he's nodding because he agrees. He's nodding.
So she agrees. She agrees.
Objection. I object to any question of her interpreting how people on video that she wasn't present for, she doesn't know anything about.
She wasn't present for my last trespass either. But we're still taking her testimony.
So basically, in a nutshell, this woman isn't even there. She doesn't know anything about anything. But their attorney put her on the stand, and then when John questions her, this is what he gets in return. Like, you honestly can't make it up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Now she needs to be present?
She testified to policies of the office.
Sure.
She testified to.
And I agree. Here's one of her employees saying it's okay if they record in here.
Well, I think the question he's objecting to is the body language of Jerry.
Okay, fine. Forget the nodding. That's fine.
But wait! There's more!
Good.
Microsoft instructed them basically, as long as they're not, creating havoc or anything like that, they're allowed to record inside with no issues or anything like that. They're just trying to get away from it. Correct.
Pretty clear, right?
It is, but I got back in the closet.
I'm sorry. So when your employee is agreeing with the police officers that it's okay to record in there, they're mistaken?
Yes.
Oh, they're mistaken.
Because
The office manager is mistaken, and Jerry, who works under you, is mistaken.
Yes.
Who's in charge? Me or the devil? I think I'm in charge.
Oh,
Misunderstanding.
and the police are mistaken?
I can't answer for the police, that's not part of
Did you
me.
just hear the police say it's fine to record in there according to Mike Pisano?
Again, I didn't hear that myself.
You didn't just hear
I didn't hear Mr. Pisano tell the sheriff's office that they're
it?
allowed to do that.
Do you speak to Mike Pisano?
I do.
And you've never heard him say this? Have you ever heard Tim Quet say this?
No.
So were these people delusional?
I'm not saying they're delusional, I'm saying there's a miscommunication or misunderstanding.
What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, what's the point? That was my own point before.
She works at the Lango Lake office.
Right.
Which
She
is
made mistakes.
her direct. It's not a mistake. That's the whole point.
She's testifying that her.
I know she's testifying that it's a mistake, conveniently.
No, she's testifying that her supervisors never told her that. You're asking, well, why did this lady say that? I don't know.
Where
Yeah, she's wrong. That's what she's testifying.
Where would these people get this information from?
She can't testify to that. I agree with you. Think about it. Anybody you work with, you're responsible for if they misunderstand something. I mean, it's not reasonable. She's telling you she's
Her
wrong.
direct underling said they can record in here as long as they back up.
She's saying they're wrong.
You had it drunk.
She's not standing by it.
Okay. And you won't let me show you Mike Fasano saying it because I don't have it with me today, correct?
Correct. Unless, I mean.
So Mike Fasano has never ever directed you to what these people are saying in this video. Tim's never directed you
No,
that.
sir.
So what is the direction from Tim and Mike Casano about recording
The
this?
direction is our policy that's in black and white, they've already seen.
Now, how do you know this model and that model are the exact same?
I didn't say they were exact same, I said they were similar.
Okay, does that mean they're the same?
No.
Does that mean they function the same?
Similar.
Does that mean they function the same?
They're similar. That's the way I answered. That's all I had said. I'm not a body cam professional. They're similar.
So you don't know if they're the same.
They're similar.
Are they the exact same?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a professional.
I didn't ask if you were a professional.
Okay.
Okay. Were you at the tax collector's office that day when I was there?
Yeah.
So you have no personal first-hand knowledge of what happened that day?
Other than video,
Is the video open for public records, the surveillance video?
I don't know. I'm not in charge of video of public records, so I manage that.
Who is in charge of public records?
We have a group that's in charge of that.
Do I have a right to make public records requests in person?
You do.
Okay. So if I'm accosted and being treated like a school shooter for trying to get a public record, is that your policy to treat the public that way?
No, not when they're there for service.
Right, so I was there for a service, you agree with that,
I
right?
do.
And the reason I couldn't get the service is?
Because you refuse to put your body camera in the car or turn it around at least, so that.
Ma'am, how do you know this? How do you know
that
this?
you were not recording?
How do you know I was instructed to put the body camera on the car?
That's a good question. I don't know.
She said through the testimony.
Yeah, but that's hearsay from another guy. We just said we can't go by it. How do you know he's not mistaken? We just said the other person could be mistaken. Now he can't be mistaken?
You asked how did she know that you were instructed to put it up? You testified to it, and so did the
I
other.
didn't testify to that. I was never told to put it in my car. Never.
That's what you testified to.
No, sir. No, sir. He told me to take it off. He didn't tell me to go outside. He didn't tell me to go to my car. None of that stuff. He said, take it off.
I misunderstood. I thought you said he told you to take your car.
No.
That's the only option.
Absolutely
Because
not.
you made the argument, well, I don't want to have to go back out to my car if there's a news story.
My argument is that if I have all my equipment and I want to record the outside, and then I want to take notes on the inside, I have to take my stuff all the way to the car, go inside, take notes.
But where did the car thing come from then if he
He
didn't?
made that up.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. It's a kangaroo court. Kangaroo court.
Oh, you're saying he testified that he told you.
He tested, not me.
Alright, I misunderstood. I thought you
No,
were.
he did not tell me to take it to my car. He said, take it off.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have a right to wear a camera?
No, not when we have the perception that it could be live. I mean,
So your
we
perception supersedes the law.
Perception, yes. We've got to go by perception.
What the fuck did you just say? I don't know.
Perception supersedes the law.
Perception, yes. We've got to go by perception.
Instead of the law.
If it's possible that you're recording and I'm endangering private information for my customers, I have to do away with that. I have to ask you to put it away.
Okay,
Ask you
so
to
if
turn it off.
if
Ask you
someone's
to
wearing
turn it
glasses
off.
that record,
I'm sorry?
if someone's wearing glasses that have a camera, how would you do that?
I wouldn't know.
So,
But if
does
I-
everybody,
if I
hold on,
can
man,
search
hold on,
for
man,
this-
please, hold on. Does everyone in there have, man, please, just answer my question.
I will.
Does everyone in there have a camera in their pocket?
No.
So your phone doesn't have a camera?
Mine does, but not everybody else's does. And maybe
Do
they
the
don't have.
majority of smartphones these days have a camera app on them?
They do.
Can the majority of people in the United States take their phone out of their pocket and record?
If we see a customer pull their phone out.
That's not my question, man.
If you just answer the question.
Why don't you just answer the question?
Be honest, no big deal.
Yeah, answer it.
Not in the tax collector, no.
I'm sorry?
Not in the tax
Do the
collector. no.
majority of Americans have the capability to record video on in a moment's notice? They do. Does everyone, the majority of people who walk in the tax collector's office have a camera in their pocket on their phone?
They do, but they're not using it.
How do you know this?
Because they would have their camera out to get the video.
So if I turn my phone over and put it on my clipboard like this,
I'm gonna ask you, if I see it blinking, or I think that you're recording
phone's
me,
blink?
based on your body language, I'm gonna ask you, are you recording me? Because if you are, I'm gonna ask you to turn that off.
Okay, so let's do that.
Same thing.
I think,
If you give me the
So you're telling me if I just hold my phone here, you're gonna be suspicious and perceive that I'm recording?
If you give me the impression, that's a possibility, yes, I'm gonna ask you.
So you strictly go out by your feelings? Is that correct? No objective measures are necessary? No proof?
We've had CDL drivers come in with GoPros on their hat, we ask them to put them in the car, they do it.
You ask, it's a request, it's not mandatory, correct?
We ask them, they can't.
Is it a request or is it mandatory?
We first ask. If
Is
they
it a
don't-
request or is it mandatory?
You don't need to dive into witness, she was saying.
She's not answering. Is it a request or not?
They asked.
They ask,
You're supposed
and
to
if you
finish
don't
and you
comply,
interrupted her.
now it's mandatory. Policy comes
Say
out.
again?
When we ask, if you don't comply, then the policy comes out. The trespass.
So the policy says you cannot have a camera.
You can't be using a camera now.
That's not what I asked her.
Was she?
That is not what I asked her. They're being deceptive and evasive again. Am I allowed to have a camera in there, yes or no?
In your pocket, yes.
Oh, okay, show me the policy that says only in your pocket you can have a camera.
It's not in policy.
So where is it?
The judgment call. We have to enforce that policy. The only way to enforce that policy is to eliminate any potential for arrest.
So no phones are allowed in there?
They are, but they can't be up. Like somebody's recording. You know yourself. You can
Oh,
tell.
I'm sorry. So they can't be up, but they can do that, right?
Yeah. As long as you got your finger over that camera, I'm not gonna ask you.
Oh, so I have to have my hand over the lens. Is that correct?
Eliminate me thinking you're recording. Yes.
So I can come in there and prove myself innocent to you. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that, but don't speculate. Don't give me the assumption
Isn't that what you're doing?
that you're doing something you shouldn't be doing.
Aren't you speculating when you say I'm recording?
No.
What
I can
evidence
see
do
a
you
red
have?
light blinking and I can see my camera does the same
Is
thing.
this blinking?
No.
Am I recording?
There's a setting you can turn on.
Right. So it doesn't matter if it's blinking or not, correct? That's
So now
irrelevant.
every body camera that comes in, we're gonna ask whether it's blinking red or not.
So every phone that comes in, you're gonna ask. Every phone that has a camera.
That's held up, yes.
So if they're held up, and that's in the policy, or can I read it?
It's not in the policy, sir.
So you're just making this up?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
The only way I can enforce a policy is to be proactive, and that's how I'm proactive.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
You're proactive
By eliminating the potential for someone to record.
And let me finish this.
Everyone has a potential to record, do they not?
They
Do if it's out of
Listen.
the pocket and it's hanging up in the air,
But what if it's in their pocket like this?
then there's no problem with that.
Well, I can be recording right now.
There's no problem.
So you wouldn't perceive this as recording?
No.
Stop laughing. It's not funny.
Oh, my goodness. So, again, we're going based on your emotions and your perceptions and your feelings. We're not going on any objective facts.
Emotions and not feelings. Perception, yes.
What you perceive is how you feel, is it not?
No.
I feel like he was recorded. I perceive
See that you were recording.
because of light is blinking.
Yes.
Man, you see now that there's no light blinking,
Right.
but I'm still recording.
Okay.
You understand that?
I do.
Okay. So there's no way for you to know.
Okay. So from now on, you certainly brought
It
that
doesn't
light to
prove
us.
that you weren't recording though.
Huh?
It doesn't prove.
They have to prove I was recording, not to prove that I wasn't.
Alright, well, what, can you make it blink red if you're not recording?
You can set it up any way you
I'm
want.
asking you a specific question.
You can set it up any way you want.
Okay, so you can blink red when it's not recording?
I'm not sure, honestly. I haven't gone through all the functions. I haven't had it that long,
So you never used it where it's blinking red and you weren't recording?
but I'm not sure about that, honestly.
That's a problem.
Why is it a problem?
Because they testified that it was blinking. You just testified you don't think you've ever used it where it was blinking where you weren't recording.
I didn't testify that.
You just said it.
Do I have to prove myself innocent here?
Yeah, you're the appellant.
I have to prove myself innocent?
You have to.
I don't have to be proven
I should
guilty.
overturn the appeal. The burden's on you.
Say again?
You filed an appeal. The burden's on you to
I didn't get an original hearing. What do you mean?
You appealed the trespass.
Right.
Right.
I wasn't recording. They have no evidence I was recording. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. They're going by their perception and their emotions and their feelings.
Most of it actually, but I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know.
What don't you know, sir?
We'll get to it when you testify.
I'm confused.
Me too.
I don't know. I'm completely bewildered. He had to make an appeal for his trespass, but they never gave him an original hearing, and it's his job to prove he's innocent. And like the whole he don't even know. I don't even know. Nobody fucking knows. This is Kangaroo Court at its finest. Like I'm bewildered beyond belief right now. This is friggin' stupid.
So, the only evidence you have that I was recording was that you perceive I was recording. Okay. Other than that, you have nothing else.
Customers will certainly under that same perception.
Which customer?
Our customers in the lobby, that's why they were upset when we stopped business.
They were upset because you stopped business, but not because I was standing way off to the side, right? Making a record request?
They were upset that you had a camera and their information was ejected.
Do you have evidence of this?
In return, I had to stop business.
You have evidence of this?
I don't.
You have testimony, written testimony, affidavit, witness statement?
I don't.
You have anything?
I will make sure we get that.
You have anything?
I don't today.
Just your perception. And why should I trust you?
You don't have to.
Well, I'm asking you, are you trustworthy?
I am.
And why should I trust you?
Because I'm trustworthy. I'm an honorary person.
You are?
I am.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we believe you. We're right behind you. John Felix, you better believe this woman because she's only speaking the facts. You know, her feelings are way more important than those things you call facts. You know, feelings over facts, not facts over feelings.
I don't care about your feelings. Like, just be perfectly clear, I care nothing about your feelings.
Is your policy congruent with the law?
Objection. I'm not a legal attorney.
No.
I know the policy is the policy and I enforce it.
Does your policy have to be congruent with the law? Objection.
Again, I'm not an
Mr.
attorney.
Felix, we've done down this road 1,000 times. Do you challenge the constitutionality of the policy?
The legality.
Alright, but then that's not what we're here for today.
Okay.
Whether
Can your policy be changed on a whim?
It can be adjusted as society changes. As
I want, man, I want, 'cause I want to do it.
the public changes.
I'm saying, not in writing. Can his manager told him to go out and record me, and he said it was in the video recording policy, and then he changed his
It's
testimony.
not in the policy, it's part of the procedure that they were instructed to do.
So they're instructed to violate the policy.
They didn't violate the policy. There's a section in there that says government can do it, and it also allows us to do it for safety issues. So when we feel we have a safety issue, we're certainly allowed to report.
Do I have the right for my own safety to make an objective record?
No, if you fear for your safety, you need to call law enforcement.
I did call law enforcement.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you follow the proper protocol. If you fear for your safety, you call law enforcement. That's what all of us do.
So what safety was in jeopardy? Whose safety?
The safety of the privacy of the information of the customers we had in the office at the time that you were there.
So you believe it's illegal to gather private information?
And make it public? Yes.
I didn't say that, man. Just answer the question.
The state gathers that information. We don't know capital.
Is it illegal for someone to gather personal information on a action?
Yeah. What's relevant?
Because they're saying the Driver Protection Privacy Act, which only pertains to their employees in the motor vehicle database, something I do not have access to, something that doesn't apply to me.
I understand exactly what it is and what they're saying about it. It's their responsibility to keep it private. That's what you're getting at, right?
Right, and you cannot violate an American citizen to keep the records private. You have to create privacy with either take them to a private room, put up some walls like they did during COVID.
Again, I think that's a constitutionality and policy argument, but
It's not.
okay.
And the law also says it's not illegal to gather content, but only to knowingly distribute or publish it. So I can go there and record all day by law. Anyone.
Right, but they are required to not let you do that. They're required to protect that information.
That has not, the DPPA does not say that at all, anywhere. Where in the DPPA does it say you have the right to stop someone from recording in public?
Doesn't say that I have the right to
Doesn't
stop
say that.
recording.
It doesn't say that.
It says that they have the duty to protected from disclosure to you. It's not your information.
Right.
Okay.
I don't have the duty.
You're right. That's why they created a policy to stop you from recording, because it's their duty.
It's their duty to create privacy, not by violating a human being.
In an upside down world. In an upside down world.
Because then they can say you can't wear a cross. Then they can say you don't have free speech in here. It's all under the same.
No, there's plenty of case law about time, place, and manner restrictions.
Correct. When they're open for business in a public place.
There's time, place, and manner restrictions.
Right. The time is during business hours.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue the constitutionality of the.
I'm not talking about that.
That's exactly what you're doing. That's what you've been doing this whole time.
No. The law is the law.
Do you have any more questions of this?
Yeah. There's policy have to be congruent with the law.
He objected, I sustain that, you don't okay to that.
Who creates policies?
Our man.
Do they use a lawyer?
Yes.
Simple had testified that they make it out of thin air in our last hearing. You understand that, right?
I do. You asked a very general question. I mean, if you want to pick apart the testimony like you were doing to them, we can do that, but I don't see the
What's the name of the lawyer they use?
I don't know, honestly.
Are you in the meetings when the policies are written?
No.
How do you know they use a lawyer?
I'm told he's a lawyer.
You're told, so it's hearsay. So you don't know, you don't have personal first-hand knowledge.
You didn't ask for that, though.
I'm asking.
You did.
I'm asking right now.
Okay.
You don't have personal first-hand knowledge that they use a lawyer. Okay.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit. Fuck.
Sorry, are you asking for a lawyer now?
No, I'm just, my patience is running thin when you object to everything he says, and you're asking stuff.
Nobody objected to anything I'm saying except you right now.
Yeah, I am objecting.
Okay, are you acting as a
You've already asked for it, I've already made a decision on it.
And like I said, this video, I believe this video, direct video, comes from Cammed Up Caveman. But go subscribe to John Felix and Cammed Up Caveman. As you can see, when you go to a kangaroo court like this, and the magistrate and all these things are happening, the Constitution doesn't really matter. Forget about the Constitution, forget about the rights, forget that policy. Usually policies have to be kind of in line with the Constitution. But obviously, you know, even if you're not recording and you just have a camera, that you can't do it. You can't do it. You gotta do something else with it. So don't pull out your phone. Don't go in there with a camera that's off. Don't do any of that. I'm just saying this kangaroo court is kind of funny. It's not funny, but it's insane. I mean, like, I hope I never have to go to one of these things, because I'd freak out. But anyway, you know the deal. Don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And I'm out. Soliaker. Peace.